Before we get into it, I'm doing a massive giveaway, and the giveaway ends when I reach 1 million subscribers. Just subscribe and you're automatically entered, and I'm going to be giving away 100 prizes to 100 people. So subscribe and you're entered. This is what would happen if these evil Pokemon actually existed.
Pincer! Hold still, you little punk!
Stay tuned for more of that as we count 10 Pokemon that turn into monsters. Let's get into it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new video. So in this one, we're going to be looking at some Pokemon characters that were transformed into evil little monsters. Now, we all know what Pokemon is. It's a very famous, very popular game, especially last year of Pokemon Go. It kind of blew up. And yeah, Pokemon was really popular for a long time before that still. Loads of people enjoyed it. It had a really big cult following. So many people enjoyed that game. And it's just a huge part of people's lives now. It's one of those games that people never forget. There's been TV shows about it, films, games, and all sorts. You guys have definitely heard of Pokemon. Anyway, we're going to ruin your childhoods today, and we're going to turn your favourite Pokemon characters into evil little monsters, and take a look at what they look like. Hope you don't find it too offensive that your childhood is being crushed, but if you don't, and you don't mind too much, then leave a like on the video. 1,000 likes and I'll do this once again, and yeah, let's get into it. Now, what I'm about to show you isn't very normal because I usually just put the pictures in and talk over the top of them, but this video actually kind of shows one Pokemon in a very creepy light. Now, Smosh actually made a video about 5 years ago called the Ditto. Now, the Ditto is a Pokemon, and it is kind of a weird Pokemon. It's kind of a really random one, and there's a lot of creepypastas and a lot of creepy pages and theories around this guy. And this video, I used to watch this a lot. I watched this when it came out, this video, and it actually freaks me out, and it shows the Ditto in a very creepy light. So I'm going to show you a tiny bit of this, but yeah, in general, I just think the Ditto is just really strange anyway. He's shrouded in a lot of mystery, and he's not a very normal type of Pokemon. He's really weird. So yeah, just enjoy the video that I'm about to show you because it's quite creepy.
I guess I never told you this, but I think you're pretty hot. You think I'm hot too? Sweet. I knew there was gonna be a sex scene in this movie.
So next up we have the Pulley, and this is actually a tadpole in the category of tadpoles, and is a water Pokemon. And yeah, he just looks angry in all the pictures, and yeah, it just doesn't seem like he's having a very good day, especially when he's evolved as well. He looks even creepier. But anyway, he has a lot of weaknesses like grass, flying, physic, fairy, and electric attacks. And that's probably what's so annoying, is because he has so many weaknesses. But he's got this really weird spiral sort of illusion thing in the middle of his stomach. Anyway, when he's revamped into a creepy version, he looks completely different, but completely terrifying. It looks more realistic, and honestly, if you were in like a marshy sort of area and you saw this thing, just turn the other way because it just looks so honestly creepy. And it doesn't look a lot like the original one, but you can still see the spiral actually turns into sort of like a mouth sort of thing, and his eyes are huge. He doesn't look like he's very hateful in this image, but he just looks so goddamn scary and massive as well. So yeah, just don't mess with this thing. Next up we have a Pokemon called Darkrai. Now, this guy is a animated Pokemon, and he doesn't look too scary as a Pokemon because obviously Pokemon's for kids. They can't make the animations too scary and everything. But as you'll see, he is goddamn terrifying as a revamped version of an evil Darkrai. He is honestly terrifying. Anyway, this is kind of an evil Pokemon in the first place, so it makes it even more evil, which is just nightmare fuel like. Anyway, this is a dark Pokemon, and it has the ability to enforce bad dreams onto other Pokemon, and the only weaknesses he has are bug, fighting, and fairy Pokemons. Anyway, yeah, the revamped version just looks honestly really crazy looking. It looks so evil and really misty and everything. It just looks so much scarier than it does on the actual Pokemon website and on the games and even on the TV shows. It makes it look so not even scary, but in this image you can obviously see it's terrifying. Eevee is probably the most adorable Pokemon out there, so I'm going to probably ruin some childhoods by showing you a ridiculously creepy realistic version of him and her. Now Eevee is obviously a Pokemon, you can find male and female versions, and pretty much she is just a normal Pokemon, and the only weakness she has is fighting, so obviously she is able to adapt and run away, but she can't fight at all. That's how innocent she or he really is. And if you pick up one of these guys, they just look so cute and adorable. Probably the best Pokemon out there, like in terms of cuteness. Anyway, the evil version just looks really corrupted and just looks like it shouldn't be there. It just doesn't suit, and honestly, like the animation and I mean the drawing is really amazing in itself, but it really just looks like it doesn't belong there. It looks ridiculously creepy, so well done for making such a cute animal so creepy. The Venonat Pokemon is a bug sort of Pokemon. It's very tiny and it has a height of 99 centimeters. Kind of shows how tiny it is, and even in cartoon form it looks quite creepy. So when you see it as a real life evil creature, you could tell that it looks even scarier. Honestly, this thing looks terrifying, and it's summertime and I hate things like mosquitoes and stuff, never mind this evil little looking thing. The eyes are incredibly creepy, they are pure red with evil, and it just looks like if you get bit by this thing, it's basically rest in peace for you. You're gonna have to get a grave, because this thing looks like it's very deadly, even though it's only 99 centimeters tall, which is actually quite a lot. That's bigger than most creatures. It's about the size of about a football or something like that, probably even bigger, but it is still an insect, so still very creepy, but it is quite tall for an insect, and I don't hope to see one of these flying around, especially the evil version. The Wobbuffet Pokemon is probably the most cheerful Pokemon you'll see, and he is a patient style Pokemon, and he's got psychic abilities and the ability to shadow tag people. Now he either looks like he really needs a toilet or he's laughing really hard. But in some of the pictures he looks like he's holding his bladder, so I'm gonna guess that he needs a toilet a lot. Anyway, the evil version really just looks crazy, and it looks not too bad compared to the other evil photos I've looked over in the past, but he just looks really sad in this one, and it looks like he's a little bit two-faced. Maybe his other personality is like really sad and he kind of hides it, but yeah, he does not look like someone you want to mess with, whereas the other one just looks cute and you just want to say hello to him. So there is a massive difference in these Pokemon, and honestly the artists are really talented. You can see how much effort they put in and how much time this must have taken is ridiculous, so well done to them. So this next drawing is of the Pincer, which is a very angry looking Pokemon in the first place. So the realistic drawing just looks like someone's just ticked him off a little bit too much. He looks really honestly gross. This is one of the scariest drawings I've seen, especially of a Pokemon, and I was looking around for a long time looking for these images. I'm very glad I found this one because it's damn right terrifying in my opinion. So the Pincer is an enemy Pokemon who is always annoyed, even when it's a good day, even when it's sunny outside, he's always annoyed. So that's one downside to him, that's one of his weaknesses. But no, seriously, this picture is honestly one of the scariest I've seen. And he has like a sideways mouth, which is really weird, and he always has his eyes crossed as if he's annoyed, particularly at you. So you don't want to cross paths with this guy, otherwise he might get quite mad and yeah, literally destroy you.
Oh, crap at you!
So, you want a new Pokemon? A Pincer! Hold still, you little punk!
So to top off the list we have Mr. Mime, who is a very creepy but very joyful, but because he's so joyful he's just really creepy looking Pokemon basically. So a mime is basically like a clown, and you know how clowns are cheerful, it's in the same sort of context. So he might look very happy but it's still really creepy because of just everything about him, I'm not sure. Just mimes are just freaky in general. Never alone this creepy picture that you're about to see on the screen. It looks terrifying. He's all bloody and everything. You can't see him because he's behind like some glass wall. But yeah, he just looks terrifying in this picture. One of the creepiest things I've ever seen, and I'm not sure what led him to look like this, but the artist definitely did a good job in making it look creepy, so congratulations on him for doing that. So thanks everyone so much for watching this video, it really means a lot to me. Leave a like if you did enjoy. 1,000 likes will unlock another cartoon top 10 video. You guys seem to be really enjoying them, so I will give them to you. Subscribe to enter my giveaway, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Goodbye.